Friends, hello. I hope you are well. I really do mean that. What a day we've had here in the market. The sell-off has begun. The fear has begun. Here we go. I thought it would come Thursday, but it showed up today, Wednesday, March 20. Was it the 26th? Yeah, 26th, March 27, 20. Yeah. So let's talk about things. Look at my Back to the Future mug. Is this not the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Things are going well. Look at this mug. Let's go right into what's happening here. So right now, you've got a situation. The next 2 days, really bleeding into next week too, you got Jeromey and you got Trumpy here. And these two right now are going to be giving different opinions about what's going to be shaping the market, more than likely. Trump has already said, I think he said today, yesterday, I just saw a new article, he gives so many freaking, I swear to God, this Trump gives maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 5 minimum, but maybe 10 interviews a day where he's just like da 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 da. He recently just said that he is wanting rate cuts. He's said that. So and he's done this in the past. The market really didn't, he just said it like an off interview, like he wasn't at a podium or anything. So I don't think the market really caught it, but he did make mention of that. So anyway, you've got Trump here, who next week the tariff situation will be happening, April 2nd here. And Trump has already come out and said, hey, we might be a little more soft, have some wiggle room on the tariffs. Still, countries are going to pay up, but we'll see how things go here. So the market liked that. Well, there's still unknown there. There's still some holes there that the market's scared of. But the 27th, we're going to have some news start to shell out here, possibly affecting the market. But the 28th is where we're going to see some inflation reports come out, some more things. And we're going to see how this pan out. Okay, so I know I've talked about this, but this stuff is something investors are already reacting to it. The market is already reacting to it. And with these double day this happening here in the market's like, I'm not trusting this. So April 2nd being a Wednesday next week, obviously we've still got some time left in the market here, and we're going to see what happens here. Now, Friday when these reports come out, we'll see what happens here. I don't want to say yay, nay. I don't want to put fear that's already out there with people. It's obvious investors are a little scared right now, and we have every right to be. So let's go right into Big Bear a little bit. And listen, I hate to sound like a broken record every time I talk about Big Bear, but I always want to highlight Big Bear before I start going into it, that Big Bear is a dangerous situation, 100%. And I'm saying that as someone who's, I don't know that I would say trust at this point, but I am hoping Big Bear has a better year this year, where we start to see these deals start to compound, better quarterlies, debt be paid down. There's still a lot of work that has to be done with Big Bear. So this is not a get rich quick scheme situation here. This is like, you're gonna have to have patience with Big Bear, because there's a whole long boat ride we're gonna be on here with Big Bear. So it's a diamond in the rough. That's why it's a rough diamond. And we're hoping it will polish up by this time next year. We're hoping. So if Big Bear can hold this, stay above $3 position, I think that would be a big sign of better things to come here going into April. Now, obviously, this depends on essentially the rest of the week and going into next week. What is going to happen here with the Feds? What's going to happen next week with Trump? Is Trump going to be, a little more relaxed next week? Or is Trump going to be like, no, actually, pay up? Because, listen, I'm not trying to make a political statement here or say anything bad against Trumpy here, but, I think it's pretty safe to say Trump is like, you just don't know what day you're going to catch him on, okay? On April 2nd, he may be like, yeah, no, they're going to pay up or else, and this is what's going to happen. And the market may flip out about that. So, Big Bear here, it was honestly, if you're short trading Big Bear, you're making money, man. You're making a ton of money right now. That Big Bear is offering you moments of pockets to get in, get out, make money. And I know a lot of you are doing that. A lot of people are commenting that they're doing that. It's opportunity. Now, I will say, when this news came out with Big Bear about, filings that have been going on, and then there was another article released yesterday where essentially law firm groups came out and said, if you would like to press charges against Big Bear, essentially contact us. We'll see how far that goes. I don't know. it's a diamond in the rough. It's a diamond in the rough, Big Bear. I recommend, if you don't have patience, if you don't have money to like maybe lose, Big Bear may not be for you, and that's okay. That's understandable. Big Bear is a huge risk right now. And I've said this many times. If Big Bear did not have these government contracts, I probably would not be talking about it. I would not be spending time analyzing the stock, the deals, what's going on. I wouldn't really care. I really wouldn't. It would just be some tech company that was not having, a good moment. That's the God's honest truth. But what we're looking at right now, we're trying to get ahead of, I think investors that are in here right now and really, really honing in on what's going on with Big Bear, they're trying to maybe get ahead of the curve where, what do we know? We know Big Bear has captured these pretty solid contracts the last 4 months, has the new CEO, Kevin, who has ties to Trump, who has ties to the Trump administration, military background. Big Bear, by no coincidence, has been capturing these military contracts. So I think, the proof is in the pudding right now. There's some internal things going on. That's okay, because we're investing in Big Bear, so, we want more to come. And, it's a fine line here with, walking away from Big Bear and then pushing more into Big Bear. And like I said, there's a lot of people right now that are selling Big Bear back and forth. And I mean, man, like if you were buying Big Bear last week under that $3 range, and then this week you held that and sold out, just a couple of days ago, Monday, even yesterday, man, what a markup in price you had. So Monday was a huge sign to me of how this market could be. So if we can get through this week and the Feds go, you know what, things are okay, they're trailing the right way, the market goes, okay, we'll accept that, we're fine with that. Investors are like, they're good. And then next week, the tariff situation maybe not as a big deal as we thought. Maybe Trump is a little more cushy-wushy with it. Okay, we'll take it. The market might, Monday may have been a sign of okay things to come. Like that could be what our summer's going to look like here in the market. Maybe. I don't know. Tom Lee did come out here last week and he said, hey, you know what? This market, these tariffs, they may not be that big of a thing. They may not. The market may have just been overreacting, had put a correction in, had made a huge moment, an opportunity for investors that they didn't even see, and this is the situation where we sit right now. I'm watching Big Bear. Okay, like many of you were watching Big Bear. There is no guarantee that Big Bear is going to pan out here. I can't say that enough, and I say that because people still comment on videos and they go like, "Why are you telling people about Big Bear? You should be ashamed of yourself. Big Bear's not making any money. They're dead." I know. I've talked about this stuff so many times. I think people just see thumbnails and they're like, "Oh, I can't." But like. And then people get mad at me when I'm like, when I say these things about Big Bear. Listen, I am an active investor in Big Bear, but you have to bring a double-edged sword with situations like this. This isn't a Palantir where Palantir's just like executing deals, making insane amounts of money, about to break into $1 billion quarterlies this year, this quarter maybe. This isn't that situation. Big Bear here is very, very in a delicate stage right now. Now, the fun situation, the lottery ticket here with Big Bear right now that investors are looking at is that it has these deals. It's going to compound. We know it's compounding right now. What it has here with quarterlies, the next Q1, Q2 more than likely should be really good. But there is that possibility that we could just wake up one day and then there's an article release where Big Bear has captured another contract with the government or someone for even if it's like $50 to $100 million for X amount of years spread over short amount of time. That would be amazing. That would change everything with Big Bear. 100%. It would change things. So I think that's a lot of what investors are holding on to and going, you know what, the juice may be worth the squeeze here, and I may lose all this, but it's an opportunity. And a lot of you guys, like I said, have made a lot of money selling back and forth or buying down position in here. So it's Listen, Big Bear, I love it, but it's a dangerous situation. 100%. There's no guarantee that any of us are going to make it out of this alive. But who knows? We may not make it. I want to say this about SoFi. So one of my positions in SoFi, my second position in SoFi, my middle position, one that I've been adding more to, I sold out of that yesterday. Now I'm going to buy back in. I still have that capital. But this is what I'm doing. So like don't sell out of if you're SoFi or anything. Like listen to what I'm saying here, because I when I say things on here, and this is why I don't say things like this ahead of time, because then people like do what I'm doing and then they get in bad situations. So like this is just what I'm doing, where I'm at personally. So I sold out of that one position in SoFi yesterday. I made a little bit of profit, not much. My mind wasn't on profit. My mind was on fear in the market, to where I can buy more SoFi probably Thursday, Friday, and we'll see how next week goes. But I'm looking to see if the market gets so desperate here tomorrow and Friday more than not. It may not be that big a deal. The market may be fine. Like I said, I don't want to spread fear, but you do have to be cautious with what's coming here. SoFi could easily bleed back down to 230, 220. Selfishly, I hope it does, because I want to take what capital I pulled out of this, and I want to make it, and I want to shove it into a new position here with SoFi, a lower position where I'm grabbing more shares. I'm in a lower price, because I know that SoFi long term, even by May, is going to bring amazing gains here. Okay, so with that, SoFi, please hear me out. I am one of the most bullish people you will ever hear talking about SoFi. I am drinking the juice. I am leading the cold. I'm holding the picket signs. I am in SoFi. Okay. But I saw an opportunity, and I made that opportunity yesterday, where I sold out of SoFi at around a $13 range. I think I had it for this was a position that I was just like building on every week, where I was like, every time SoFi would sell down, I would just buy more. And then that position got up a little bit in price wise. So I was like, I know it's coming. I know that SoFi is going to bleed down here. So yesterday I sold that at 13 and some change, made a little bit of profit, nothing much. And now I'm going to wait for SoFi more than likely to continue to sell off here. Hopefully, if not, I'll be in some big trouble. But I think more than not, at least by next week, probably Tuesday, if anything, by next week, the market will be in fear mode, stage 10, before we see these tariffs actually even take effect. So I'll definitely, within these next 4 days in the market, 3 to 4 days, I'll buy back into SoFi. If SoFi bleeds down to like 12:30 tomorrow, I'll buy back in for sure. So that's kind of where I'm at for SoFi. But long term, man, SoFi's killing it. SoFi is killing it. I fully believe that we're going to see SoFi probably more than not this quarterly Q1, Q2 bleed into a $1 billion quarterly. And man, that's going to be something right there. Man, really think this is what I try to tell people when it comes to investing. Imagine what 5 years will look like with SoFi. Imagine what households will look like. Imagine what colleges will look like. Imagine, SoFi just in this short time frame span. Let me give you just a little history lesson if you don't know about SoFi so much, okay? So SoFi comes on the scene here. Boom. COVID. SoFi gets destroyed because SoFi's main bread and butter at that point was student loans. Student loans are halted. SoFi's like, oh my God, we have no money coming in. The stock plummets, quarterlies plummet. I mean, it's like total devastation. But in the background, we go, well, we know SoFi is a solid company. So SoFi is just completely devastated. So with an amazing CEO that they have, and, just work ethic at SoFi, and keeping, one thing that SoFi does very well is keeping investors informed of what they're doing. They're so good at that. they just, after COVID, they redid the company essentially. I mean, SoFi at this point is a bread and butter bank. And obviously there's a lot more that comes with that. Okay. I know there's more conversation in there, but essentially they are taking over at this point. And I fully believe that SoFi is going to be a predator in the banking system within the next 5 to 10 years. So 5 years, I can only imagine. 10 years, oh my God! If you can start buying as much SoFi as you can right now, in 10 years, friends, you could be in at least one stock split with SoFi, maybe two. Who knows how crazy this will get? And you're definitely going to be in a situation where SoFi says, "Hey, we're doing dividends." So you have all these shares that you bought for under $20. You're going to start getting paid for those shares. In the future, you're going to be maybe attached to a stock split with that. And it may just be a little stock split at first. It may just be a 3-to-1, 5-to-1. Okay. It could be something crazy. Maybe it's a 10-to-1. I don't, we can only hope so. But imagine that. You, within 5 to 10 years, if you were to keep buying a company, and this is we're going based off evidence that we see right now with SoFi. SoFi is killing it with quarterly. SoFi is killing it with drawing new customers, opening up new accounts. They're going after the younger generation. It's a smart idea. Like I said, they're gonna be a predator in the banking system very soon, where they start going after other banks, start buying them up, their real estate, their customers, everything. And then that's where you become rich in the future, because SoFi, the dividends, the stock splits, who knows what the price will be? Who knows what quarterlies will be in 5 to 10 years? If this growth continues as the way it is, because SoFi is going after the newer generation, but they're capturing the middle, the older, everything. Okay, so with that, in 5 to 10 years, you could have easily, just in buying one stock, not an ETF, not a mutual fund, not a REIT stock, just SoFi, you could probably, I would say, you can probably match someone's like 401 that they've been making for like 10 to 15 to 20 years at just, a job making $15 to $20 an hour. Think about that. I mean, it doesn't take... People can become rich in the market faster and easier than they think if they can just have patience and trust in something. And that's hard, man. That's so hard to do. Trust and patience in the market. That's the number one killer of any investor. Just having the emotional aspect of just like, okay, I know this company's good. This company's making money. This company has a bright future. They're doing well. They're all over TV. They're all over the place. The proof is in the pudding that they're moving forward. They have money in the bank. They're paying. The debt is none. It seems like a solid play. Okay, so friends, like I said, I'm drinking the juice here on SoFi. Okay, I'm drinking the juice. Yeah, friends, I think we're gonna be good no matter what. Listen. Whatever happens the next, week, we'll say day-wise in the market, I'm going to go along with it. There's going to be things that I buy. There's going to be things that I adjust. And I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming here in this market. I really am. Friends, I want to wish all of you best of luck. Thank you so much for listening to me yap my gums. And really, truly, I'm excited. Be careful out there. It's going to be good. Talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.